Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Do I have any fucking rhythm? No, 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 no. I'm John Recton with my review of AEW Rampage. Why did I do that intro? Because that was about one of the only entertaining things on this show. I get that it's an hour of wrestling programming on Friday nights, later on Friday nights, and they can't put every marquee matchup on a 1 hour show. Sometimes they need to reel back a bit on Dynamite, but when AEW does some really good stuff, I will praise it. And they've done a lot of really good shit lately on their television programs. This episode, though, just didn't click. It didn't start off that good, and also Chris Jericho on fucking commentary. 4 commentators is way too goddamn many. Ricky Starks is great as a talker. Excalibur and Taz are a fine team. If you want to have Jericho do guest commentary for, like, whoever he's feuding with, the Eddie Kingston, Daniel Garcia 2.0, never-ending goddamn feud. It's going to be 2050. The world's going to be in fucking ruins. Half the goddamn solar system's going to be radioactive somehow, and Eddie Kingston will still be feuding with 2.0 and Daniel Garcia, and Santana Ortiz will just be, messing around and, just doing whatever the fuck they do. Okay, in all seriousness, the show starts off with Adam Cole, baby, and, Cole's down there, basically the elite, the elite. The Bucks, I don't know who told one of the Bucks to wear a mesh top, and they thought it was a good idea, but it didn't really work for Christian about 20 years ago. It ain't gonna work now. And Cutler's there with the cold spray. Just goddamn, it's so fucking zoo. Britt's there. Britt being in Adam Cole baby's corner makes sense. They're a real life couple. They're both heels. That makes sense. But Trent was there with the best friends. I don't care about this feud one bit. Adam Cole feels so goddamn marginalized in the 4 months he's been there in AEW. He gets a big reaction, but just... This isn't fucking... Why is this feud happening? Why are the Elite being featured so goddamn much? When a lot of people seem to not care that much for the Bucks. Now, they have their fans, but a lot of people seem to be getting sick of their shtick. So, at one point, we get a melee. A giant melee with everybody brawling everywhere. That's fucking original. I did kind of like how Statlander and Britt were having a hockey fight up the goddamn ramp. And then Cole wins after hitting a low blow when the referee's distracted. Big fucking shock and lowering the boom. So we get a Thunder Rosa and a Mercedes Martinez pre-tape that lasts all of maybe 45 seconds. And I'm more interested in that match than I was in the previous match, or even in the next couple matches. And that's really a shame. Nothing against Rosa and Martinez, but that they don't have enough ways to draw a lot. If you guys like this, Cole, Red Dragon, whatever, Red Dragon, they were in Raleigh, and I'm not going to do that intro again. Check out the Dynamite review, but the Best Friends, schlock, it's just schlock. It's stupid. It's a stupid gimmick. It doesn't appeal to me. So Shawn Spears beat Andrew Everett very quickly. If it was 2 minutes, I'd be shocked. I've heard of Andrew Everett. I've seen a little bit of his work. He actually seems like he's a pretty good athlete, but he didn't get a chance to do much of anything here. Spears beat him. Maybe he was on Dark Elevation and they actually had him do some stuff. Hopefully. Because he got quite a bit, of reaction as far as oh, Andrew Everett's on Rampage. Cool. All right, I heard a lot about him. Or, oh, I've seen him at these shows. And then they just do that. Spears cuts a promo. Why? For who? Oh, because he's going to face Punky, CM Punk. Kept calling him Punky, like he was trying to get that over, like he's Chris Jericho, trying to get his lame dad jokes over. Just like when Chris Jericho said on Dynamite, geez, it's funny, he says, we said we were going to take over this country, I mean this company. No, Chris, you actually meant country, because your wife and mother-in-law were part of the insurrection attempts. You're a goddamn piece of shit, just like anybody that voted and donated to Donald Trump, so fuck you, Chris Jericho. You eviscerated every goddamn bit of your legacy. And he also has ridiculous hair. I mean, the hair is spray painted on. It's fucking moronic. Spears says he will expose Punky. Wardlow's also upset, or just totally done with this, and he's upset on the inside, and he's going to snap eventually. The Acclaimed, with the Kiss Demon, did a diss track. They did mention the Buckle Bomb comment about Sting and everything, because the Buckle Bomb is what we thought had ended Sting's career, and it wasn't Seth Rollins' fault. And thankfully, Sting's alright, and I feel bad that Seth Rollins got as much hate as he did. Accidents happen. It wasn't bad. At least they were having... This is at least something different. I will give them that much, and they were trying to have fun. I still just don't know why the Kiss Sting Demon was there. No TV entrances for the women. But can they get along before they get it on? Chris Statlander, Red Velvet, and Layla Hirsch against Nyla Rose, The Bunny, and Penelope Ford with Vicky Guerrero, who should never be on wrestling television again. Hirsch was done with all this shit and basically just acting like a bitch because she's turning heel, and I'm knocking Layla Hirsch. What they're doing makes sense. But the Bunny keeps getting involved. I will say that the Bunny, Penelope Ford, Ty Conte, and Anna Jay did spill a lot of blood, beat the shit out of each other on, the main event of Rampage, a couple weeks ago. And that was, the effort was certainly there. It wasn't necessarily for me, but I will not fault their effort. I just don't care. I just don't care about this. I mean, Statlander's feuding with Britt, but then she's feuding with Layla Hirsch and doing this and this kind of stuff. We get disagreement between Hirsch and Statlander, and the Bunny ends up topping Hirsch in the fracas 1, 2, 3. All right. The Bunny's getting victories in 2022. Oh, well, it's worse. It could be worse. It could be fucking Brandy taking... They're going to have Brandy take the TBS title off of Jade, aren't they? So we get a pre-tape with Dan Lambert, the Sheepish Lion, Dan Lambert, Scorpio Sky, and Ethan. They are talking about Cody and Sammy being the interim champion and whatever. And I like Scorpio. Ethan's a fine... I don't care about this. Starks calls out Lethal. Lethal shows up. And Lethal basically is not happy with Team Taz's actions and says, the FTW Championship isn't even recognized. It's not important to the company, but it's important to you, so I'm going to take it off of you. And, of course, Lethal, as his tradition, would not take no for an answer, refused, kept basically hounding somebody until they gave him what they wanted, and whatever the fuck I'm trying to actually goddamn say. You get it, you get it. He basically refuses to take no for an answer. Him and Riddle should team up. Anyway, we get Taz basically saying shit a few times. Dynamite, by the way, Cody returning, House of Black, Brody King, and Aleister Black versus the Varsity Blondes. I think Julia Hart's going to turn on the Varsity Blondes here soon. No, not like that. I run a clean show. Lee and Brock against FTR. Orange Cassidy and Chris Statlander against Cole and Britt. Punk versus Spears, Acclaim versus Sting and Darby, and Serena versus Sky Blue. Hey, they announced a whole goddamn card. That's good. Tag team main event Kazoo stuff. Great. Kazoo stuff, they're trying to do what Edge and Christian did with Kurt Angle a while ago. Good. I'm not saying that's the first time kazoos were used in wrestling. But anyway, since Cage was there, that's probably why they did it. Tarzan Boy gets a pop. We have Jurassic Express with Christian Cage in the corner against Silver and Reynolds of the Dark Order. Kind of funny, the Jungle Boy and Anna Jay were on opposite sides, at least for this match. But they're a happy young couple, so good for them. AEW tag title match, and look, it was just a series of moves. The Tower of Doom spot took about 8 years to set up. It wasn't bad, it just wasn't great. And it just happened. Eventually, we got Luchasaurus pinning Reynolds 1, 2, 3. It wasn't offensive, but this was an hour of television. It just, well, most of it flew by, that is, nah. Anyway, agree, disagree with what I said. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Retlin. I'll see you soon.